Welcome back to the series where I review the best-selling audio tech from different countries around the world. These are the best-selling true wireless earbuds on Amazon India, the Boat Airdopes 441 costing 2,000 Indian rupees, which is roughly $26. But how do they compare to products closer to home around the same price? There's one major plot twist here that you definitely won't want to miss, so let's get this thing unboxed. Hey guys, Mark here, hope you're all staying safe and healthy. I'm back to sort the God tier from the garbage and let you know what's worth buying before you buy it. But first of all, shout outs to all my awesome subs from India who always tell me the same thing. All of the budget brands of earbuds I review aren't available in India. Well, this video is for you guys. Before I reveal the plot twist, please tiger uppercut the like button because these actually cost me £100 to get them shipped to the UK, including customs charges. That's $130.
Tiger uppercut!
What a bargain. Okay, so we're starting with the plot twist. I thought these looked a little bit oddly familiar when I unboxed them, and that's because they are nearly identical to the MPOW M30, one of my favourite budget true wireless earbuds of 2020. Of course, the Airdopes come in 7 different, much cooler looking colourways, whereas we only get about 4 or 5. Plus, the LEDs on the buds and case are different too. But other than those minor cosmetic differences, everything else appears to be literally identical. Shape, size, weight, build, you name it. They both have 25 hours battery life overall and 5 hours playback in a single sitting. Both have Bluetooth 5.0, touch controls, fairly average microphone quality, and a secure fit. So initially I thought this was just a rebrand of the exact same product, case closed. That was a short video, wasn't it? But the more I tested them, I realised they're not actually identical at all. The Airdopes have an IPX7 waterproof rating and the M30s have an IPX8 waterproof rating. Pretty strange considering the build is identical. I'm not really sure how that's possible, but okay. But this is where the differences start creeping in. I mean, for starters, the Airdopes only have a 3.8 star rating on Amazon India, but the M30s, on the other hand, have a 4.6 star rating on Amazon US. Now, considering these appear to be identical, I thought it was a little bit weird that one country rated them higher than another, but I didn't think much of it initially. Maybe there's just more audiophiles in India and they're more picky on stuff. Who knows? But actually, in reality, as soon as I paired these and put the buds in my ears, I realised why that review rating was so different. I instantly noticed some audible background static and kind of beeping noises in the left earbud, which persist whether music is playing or not, so it still can be heard during playback. So I put the M30s in to see if they had the same problem, and now that I was really actively trying to listen for it, I could just barely hear that same beeping sound, but it's so much less severe that I'd never even noticed it until now. So yeah, this issue is much more present in the Airdopes than the M30s for some strange reason. And not surprisingly, a lot of the reviews on Amazon India described this as a similar issue, something which likely explains the difference in rating from one country to another. Also, on the first test of the Airdopes, the connection dropped on me twice within the first 5 minutes. It did seem to stabilize in my subsequent week of testing, but needless to say, the connection on the M30s has never let me down like that once. Now, I started this video thinking everything here would be absolutely identical, and who can blame me, including sound quality, but all bets are off now. So, are they better or worse than the M30s? Now, before we get to sound quality, make sure you're following me on my personal Instagram and Twitter, because you know, we have a great time over there, so you should definitely come join. I'll throw links to those in the description below. And you, yes you, watching this video, make sure you let me know in the comments which country should be next in this series. If you're from India, please feel free to recommend me your favourite budget true wireless earbuds that I should check out next. Okay, sound quality, let's go. Sound quality on both the Airdopes and M30s are very similar in terms of soundstage and clarity, but to my surprise, the Airdopes are tuned drastically different to the M30s. They don't even sound similar. If the M30s are for bass heads, then the Airdopes are for bass heads who immediately need to check into bass rehab and reconsider their life choices. And that's because the M30s were already bass boosted, but the Airdopes are probably the most bass heavy buds I've ever tested, and I should definitely clarify that's not in a good way at all. The bass is insanely boomy and muddy, meaning vocals are permanently recessed and highs are pretty absent too. I probably shouldn't even say this, but it was fun to whack on a bass heavy track and get my ears blown off for a solid few minutes. But it's not a sound signature that I would recommend to you at all, or one that I'd want to regularly go back to. I will, however, concede that the Airdopes handled rock music better than on the M30s. The bass is still too boomy, of course, but the recessed mids and highs meant that cymbal crashes and distorted guitars didn't sound quite as harsh as they can on the M30s. The M30s, on the other hand, they're much more well balanced by comparison, even though they are also top heavy on bass, but vocals never sound recessed against their punchy bass. I don't think I even really need to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. The M30s win over the Airdopes, but not just in sound quality, but especially when you factor in the audio static and potential connection issues. They are also mentioned in the reviews on Amazon India. Unless, of course, you like so much bass that it sounds like you're listening to music through your neighbour's wall. Was that too harsh? I don't think so. If you'd listened to them, you'd agree with me, okay? But now that you've watched this video, you should definitely check out my 5 best budget true wireless earbuds in winter 2020. Brand new video by clicking here, featuring the MPOW M30s, or click here to check out the best selling true wireless earbuds on Amazon in the US. So pick one of those and I will see you in the next video.